Hey guys, good morning. It's Dr. Sean here. I'm out in California this week training with one of my mentors in Chinese medicine and traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. Really is a phenomenal experience when I get a chance to do this. I try and come out and train about once a year with him. One of the finest minds in acupuncture and Chinese medicine globally. Just truly an amazing event. I had the privilege of watching a young lady yesterday who's been battling Parkinson's for several years now. She had not really walked steady at all in the past 2 years. So we're talking 2 years of no real walking with Parkinson's that's advancing. And Doc was working on her and started doing some things with her. He saw her Tuesday when she came into town. He treated her yesterday as well. And what was amazing about it, when he started working with her, he said, okay, let's walk. Let's get going. Let's see you go. And she got up and walked. And he said, okay, now let's do something else. Let's watch you dance. And he started working with her. And part of this is called Daoyin. Daoyin in Chinese means movement and energy and breathing, and this is what we're doing. So when you watch something like this, you see a patient who's been battling a neurologic disorder, something like a Parkinson's, an MS, an ALS, any of those things that are, really, they're very difficult on those patients to treat, number one, and they're difficult to do something with from a clinical perspective and a family perspective. For those individuals, for their family, when you're battling some strong neurologic disorder, it's a really tough thing to handle. To see him give her hope was amazing. It was one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen. I watched this young lady get up. I watch her walk. I see her going across the room. She started dancing. I took a little video of it. I'll probably post it later. It really was phenomenal to watch this. It's the first time in 2 years that she's had this steadiness in her gait where she could do this. And it was a matter of taking this amazing therapy and bringing this to her and showing her how that acupuncture done properly with education and Daoyin, you can do some amazing things. Good morning, Michelle. And so it was really unbelievable for what I do to see these sort of things. Now, my mentor, I met him years ago. He was doing stroke research at the time and stroke rehab. And the things I watched him do, almost, I don't know how to explain it even, to see these things for real live when you watch people that are coming in wheelchairs that can't move. I mean, their hands up in there, they've been in a chair for 6 or 8 months, and to watch him work with them over a matter of a few days, and all of a sudden they're standing. They're getting their hand motion back. He's rehabbing, and we're talking case upon case upon case. It's not one and done. This is a career for this gentleman. So I've been fortunate enough to have him mentor me in what I do. It's a piece of what we offer in our practice. It's a piece of, I guess, the method that I follow. It's a little piece of that, but it's a complete system unto its own. I've worked with him with internal medicine doing this. I've worked with him stroke rehab and rehabilitation, Bell's palsy. Now this weekend and this week that we're training, we're doing all neurologic disorders. So we're dealing with Parkinson's and Lou Gehrig's. We're dealing with MS. All of these things that tend to be debilitating for people. Good morning, Ann. All these things that tend to be really debilitating for people. We're finding ways that, look, it doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, I've got this, it's over. It doesn't need to be that way. There's things you can do to slow down the progression of disease states. There's things that you can do to help people get their lives back, and this is part of it. And it just, every time I'm around Dr. Ju and all the things that he does, to see it and the little tidbits, it's those little reminders, those little things where he comes back to you and says, hey, look, try to do it this way, or look for this, or look for that. It's stuff you forget sometimes. You're in practice and there's so much to know and there's so much to do. But if you've got a methodology, if you're not just winging it every time you walk in the room with someone, if you're a little bit open to allowing the body to kind of express and show where it needs help, if you can learn how to read it, then you can perform really what I would call miracles for people. And it's an exciting thing to be a part of. Now, I got offered an opportunity yesterday that it may not be in my reach at this point in my life, but it's exciting. I was glad to be offered it. I got asked if I wanted to go to China in November and work in an ER for 2 weeks, where we're going to be working with patients who are in the ER in comatose states, most of them, chronic comas, situations of that nature, also acute things, acute cardiovascular issues, acute trauma, acute things of that nature, and applying an acupuncture style to help these people come back. And you know, when we talked to Dr. Ju, I was talking to him yesterday, and we were discussing comas and all the effect that a coma can have. And he's going through, how do you know if you can bring somebody out of it? How do you know if you can influence it, if you can help somebody? And he was telling all these stories from his last visit to China, where he's going through the ER and people that have been in comas for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 weeks, and they're waking up. And he's treating them for a day, 2, and they wake up. Not months and months and months. We're talking right away, guys. And that's the deal here. It's real results, and it's real fast when you know what you're doing. So it's exciting, it's fun. So for me to have this opportunity to be out here, to spend a week training with one of my great mentors, to truly be a part of this and to watch. And what's really great about him and that I love about him is that he brings real people in. He's bringing he asked all of us, do you have a patient or something you're struggling with that you'd like to bring in? This week we're focusing on neurologic disorders. Again, the Parkinson's, the Lou Gehrig's, the MS, chronic pain, neuropathies, comas, things of that nature. If we have those patients, by all means, feel free to bring them. And so we did. And now we've got patients coming here. So yesterday, the young lady that we were seeing was already seeing another doctor, a very qualified one from Texas. And they were seeing this, and so she flew into California to be treated by Dr. Ju. And to watch him and Moyi work with him and do what they're doing is really phenomenal. It's I don't know how to even explain it. So it's great to be a part of this. I'm going to run off to class here for the rest of my day. I'm excited to be working again with him today. I'm super stoked about that opportunity, you know, to travel to China here in November and have the potential to work in a hospital, in an ER as a physician, and to be able to do some really amazing things. So I'm really looking forward to this. I got to run here real quick. Good morning, Tamara. And so I'll try and catch base with you guys later. Maybe I'll do another Facebook live here this week while I'm here when I learn some more amazing things. But super stoked, super excited. Can't wait to bring this back home. And you start thinking about people, guys. Start thinking about people who've been battling neurologic disorders. You know, people who have had all kinds of things. We talked about cerebral palsy yesterday. We talked about, of course, Lou Gehrig's yesterday. I mean, just all these things that you didn't even think you could help, that you could perform miracles with. So I'm Dr. Sean. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.